Hello, Profit First entrepreneurs. My name is Suzanne Mariga, your favorite CPA, fractional CFO, and tax strategist for the 7 and 8 figure entrepreneur. And I am back with our series. And that series is Stop the Stupid Tax. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about point number 5. Now, if this is the first time you guys are joining us, Stop the Stupid Tax is really about things that I have seen in my career as a certified public accountant that I have seen entrepreneurs do that really just sabotage their success. Yes, sabotages their success, cuts their profitability off, and really at the end of the day stops them from living the life that they want, stops them from being able to achieve those dreams. And I'm so excited because I get to be here today with you, and I'm going to share point number 5. Now, point number 5 is, to me, it would be something, it seems like it's obvious, but a lot of people don't do it, and you'd be surprised how many entrepreneurs don't do it. And what number 5 is not telling your money where to go. Yes, exactly. Not telling your money where to go. Now, what I don't mean is like, hey, $5, go down the street and grab me a shake. No, that's not what I mean. But what I mean is like actually sitting down and deciding, what are my long-term goals? What are my long-term goals for my business? How much do I predict will be coming in? And how do I want to spend that money to make sure that it's in line with me being able to achieve my long-term goals? Yes, I'm talking about a budget, a budget. Now, you're probably hearing me, you're like, oh my gosh, she's talking about a budget. Like, oh, I don't want to do a budget. And I'm going to be honest with you, nobody likes doing a budget, okay? Nobody likes doing a budget. Now, I don't mind doing other people's budget, but when I sit down and I do my budget, it is an emotional experience, okay? So if you're not having an emotional experience, you're not having a human experience. So you're not alone with like that anxiety with what it feels like to have to sit down and spend time doing that budget. But the thing is, when you don't do a budget, when you don't tell your money what to do, it's very similar to like time, right? Let's say you have time, right? We as business entrepreneurs, we have time. We have the same amount of time in a day. We have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. But if you don't time block, if you don't say, I need to accomplish this, this, and this, and actually block out time for that to happen, what happens? Everything happens, right? Somebody has an emergency that needs to be attended to. Maybe there's an event that comes up and they go, hey, can you go ahead and attend this event? Or somebody might stop by your office and just start talking. But when you don't have your time blocked off and you don't have specific things to do, what happens is your time ends up being spent in ways you never wanted it to be spent, right? Those outcomes that you wanted to accomplish today don't get to be accomplished. And that's the same way it is with your money. When you don't sit down and you don't write it down, absolutely go do every single line item and say, this is what our initiative is. This is the approved spending. This is the amount and the vendor that we're going to actually spend it on. What happens is everybody spends your money the way they want to, meaning that you'll get a call from salespeople, and salespeople are very good at what they do. And they're going to convince you that this is the latest, greatest gadget and you absolutely need it. And if you don't have boundaries on that spending, guess what? You're right. As a salesperson, I absolutely need this, right? If you have people under you that are in control of spend, like they have a corporate card or a credit card, what happens is if they don't have boundaries on that spend is, oh yeah, we need new office supplies, or yeah, I think we can order some extra of this, we can get a better price in bulk, right? And so really by creating those parameters, by creating those limits, right, you really tell your money where to go. And you're also able to predict your savings, like how much am I going to save? How much is my bottom line going to be? How much is my profit going to be? Because you have a budget. And a budget works amazingly with Profit First. So if you're implementing the Profit First system, definitely do that in conjunction with a budget. Now, we talked about delegation. We talked about having other people in control of your money, right? Because if you're a scaling business, at some point, you're probably going to have an office manager, right? Who's going to be able to purchase office supplies. If you have departments underneath you, they have their own budget too. And so it's important to make sure that not only you maintain a budget, but everybody underneath you that's responsible for spending your money also has a budget, meaning that that budget has to be created and it has to be approved for you. And anything that's not on that list for that dollar amount for that vendor, it is not an approved expense, right? Not an approved expense. So I hope that today was really helpful for you. Make sure you tell your money where to go, right? Because we don't want to pay any stupid tax of other people making decisions with your money or it being spent outside of your original goals. If you like this, definitely go ahead and subscribe to our Profit First Masterclass. The link is above. In that Profit First Masterclass, I'm going to be teaching you the ins and outs of Profit First. Yes, how to implement Profit First in your business and step by step how to do this. And I'm going to do it absolutely for free. So definitely sign up on that link there to check out our Profit First Masterclass. I will be back next week with point number 6, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.